I'm about to play the full uninterrupted Simons ad promoting suicide. I only just watched it, and I'm not gonna lie, it was actually painful. And my reaction is, give people an inch and they will take a mile. That's the saying, and it applies to everything, even dying. Because what began as compassion and mercy for those suffering towards a natural end to a life of chronic pain has become a convenience for those without compassion or mercy. Those who would rather end a life than fix what's wrong with it. And that's the mile. Because they pushed for this, under the guise of compassion, they used terminally ill people as a shield the same way abortion advocates use victims of rape and incest, making you the monster if you're opposed to helping these people. That was the point they used to beat anyone who dared listen to their gut sense of wrong being triggered. That was the inch they were asking for. But a mile later, we are in a situation where no illness is required, unless you count poverty as sickness. Because now there are people who are faced with homelessness and are instead choosing death and being granted it. Because rather than address the housing issue, it seems easier to just use this as a method to decrease demand. Also, it is a lot less expensive to kill them than continue to pay benefits and allow them to drain resources. Where is the compassion and mercy that they emoted to get this through? Can't find love? Feeling lonely? May as well just end it. Don't like your job? Never quite feel satisfied with life? Just give up. Hope reincarnation exists and you'll land in a better spot next time. Fought bravely for your country. Gave all of yourself in allegiance to it and came back broken. Why not just put an end to it? And not burden the rest of us folk with the horrors you suffered on our behalf. MAID and abortion are about the same thing the majority of the time. Ending a life that is inconvenient to others. And that's where the humanity is. Because the people that bothers don't see the existence of others as an inconvenience that can simply be extinguished with no consequence to the soul. Because your life is never just about your life. Your existence affects everyone around you. And in many ways, we mean more to people than we realise. Our life matters to them. And a life ended does not end the suffering, because the people left behind now have that burden to carry. And this may get us down to the very essence of the problem here, because life is full of suffering, but there is also joy and laughter and grace. And the things we so dearly lack now are the very things taken from us by the very people meant to preserve and defend those things. It's about community, and the lack of it is killing us. But how can we have community in a world where we are divided into groups, and those groups all pointed at each other and told it is their fault, because this is where we are, many miles later after many inches given. Black, white, gay, straight, male, female, all meaningless categorizations meant to keep you from mingling with the groups that don't conform to those identifiers. We are told the other groups hate us and are coming for us. They are told the same, and community is destroyed, togetherness is destroyed. They hate the flag because under one flag all of those groups can unite and say yes, we are one people, we are one community, we are together. Imagine the power of that. Which is exactly what they do not want. So instead we are divided and lonely and left to marinate in our misery to the extent that life becomes meaningless and insufferable. It is depressing and sad and fucking outrageous. Lives matter. And you can sell this to me in whatever guise works for you to mainstream this idea, but I think people of good conscience, of humanity, and of respect for the lives of others see through this. I'm going to play the ad now, uninterrupted. Please let me know what you think in the comments.
Dying in a hospital is not what's natural. That's not what's soft. In these kind of moments, you need softness. It can take dying to figure out what living is actually like. I spent my life filling my heart with beauty, with nature, with connection. So I choose to fill my final moments with the same. Last breaths are sacred. When I imagine my final days, I see music. I see the ocean. I see cheesecake. Even now, as I seek help to end my life, with all the pain, and in these final moments, there is still so much beauty. You just have to be brave enough to see it. And seeing the rhythms of what's gonna keep going after I'm gone bring a lot of comfort.